Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot this now because I hadn't shot. Well, I have. I've shot videos, but I did upload them, but I just put them to private and all kinds of shit because this morning I woke up and I had a rather rude comment, I guess you'd say, from somebody that I don't even freaking know on a comment that I put 3 damn days ago. And they tried to insinuate that I'm liking my own comments. So, anyways, I was just like, and they said that I was, what was it, by liking, if they said if, so I'll give them that. They said if you're liking your own comments, that I'm, what was it, that I'm, like, keeping myself in my own self-denial, and affirming my self-denial, and what else was it? Shit, something else, fuck. They couldn't, like, see me taking any responsibility with the explanations that I give through the hell that I've been through. And so, I mean, I don't even want to address that any more than what I have, other than opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. But no, I'm not liking my own comments. So, but if that's your opinion and you want to run around and say it to whoever, you're more than welcome to, and that's your opinion and whatever. But so that's kind of one reason I hadn't shot a video all day today, is because I woke up and I actually shot 2 videos to that, and then I was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna load them, fuck it, I'm gonna set this one to private that I did load, fuck it, I ain't gonna do it and stuff, because, I mean, I don't know how you, like, that's one of my things, is like, as a child, being raised by a narcissistic parent, and then being scapegoated, and being taught that everything was my fault, and then this person, this stranger, trying to be like, yeah, everything's your fault. And they asked me a question, is the thing. They was the first person that responded to my comment, I do believe, and asked me a question, and I answered their question. They asked me about my kid. And even that, I could have took it a rude way, but I didn't. I took it a respectful way, and I answered the question. And then 3 days later, and during the 3 days, like 2 days ago, was the last public comment that I know that was put on it by people being like, you just keep doing you just keep your mind on you just keep it straight, like very encouraging. And then this person writes this, and I was just like, whoa. And that's like what I woke up to this morning, and I was just like, what? And I was just like, and so there's your bit of attention if you watch this, I guess, that you're wanting or whatever. But other than that, it is what it is. You want to fuck up somebody's whole day? You want to be the first thing that they think about, whenever they pick up their phone, and it's the first thing that pops up, Hey, that's you, And it is what it is. But, other than that, I've just been pretty chill today. But I've noticed, I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't. This woman just literally just drove by my home. And she had a passenger in the car. And she, stared at me, really hard as she was driving by. And I don't even know who the hell she was. And the passenger sure as hell couldn't tell who it was because they had a damn hoodie on and had the hood pulled up. My mom wants to be like it was EJ in the passenger seat. But if that's the case, then why wouldn't EJ get out and say hi? But, I don't know what's going on. And then there was a truck pulled up here, was it yesterday afternoon? Or whatever? And my friend told me about it, and she's like, hey, do you have company coming in? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, maybe, maybe they's just checking their phone. She's like, but they was sitting right there. And that's another thing, too. One fucking morning, this was 3-4 months ago, woke up, got up, started to walk outside, and there's a woman sitting there. Just sitting there in my fucking driveway. And I went to go approach her, to be like, hey, and talk to her, see what she was there for. This woman freaks the fuck out on me like I was standing there with a shotgun. I ain't got no shotgun in my hand, honey. Like, not yet, Like, and like literally, she's like, I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems. And then drove off before I could even say anything. And I was just like, okay, like that's not the best way to go about not having any problems, like what's going on? And like I said in the previous video or whatever, like there's so many coincidences and everything. And then on top of it, like this one John that I was talking about is his name or whatever, his first name. And his name's real generic and everything. I mentioned it to my friend. She's like, damn, that's a generic ass name. And I'm like, I know. And then I was on my Facebook today, and another one with the same damn name popped up, and they live in the same area as me. And I was like, well, maybe that's the one that the other person was talking about, so that's cool, because that makes me feel less paranoid. Whoo, that's one off of me. But I was just like, damn, like, what the fuck is going on, and shit and everything. But I don't know. I don't know who hates me. I don't know who has problems with me. I don't know why they would have problems with me other than they think that I'm some cocky, smug, little rich smartass. And I'm not. I'm really not. Like, you want a background history, you want a background check or something. And I feel like maybe somebody's seeing this and they're like, boy, she's just, somebody somewhere sees me as very arrogant and does not like me. Like, I can sense it. Like, I can sense the tension, but it's not nothing that phases me. I don't know the right word. But it's somebody else's opinion of me, and if they're going to have that opinion of me, then they're going to have that opinion of me, and I can't change it. If they're not going to allow me to change it, Like, it's like any situation, any deal with anybody, like, you have to be allowed wiggle room to be able to even try, or whatever and stuff. And so, I don't know. And then I was going to do I was going to sing Unsteady by X Ambassadors because I did, like a week ago, and for some reason, at the beginning of my videos, it cuts off like the first 30 seconds. So that's what it did. So I was pissed about that. And then it don't sync up sometimes, like with my lips and even just me talking. That pisses me off. My phone is running slow as fuck. That's pissing me off. My phone is now saying that my memory's full and it's not. That's pissing me off. But I know it means just the memory on my phone, not the memory card. But I don't know why it's doing that. So I gotta figure that out. And then I might have to get rid of the TikTok app. And then I tried to do a video on that because, like, just for the hell of it. And I couldn't get that shit to work. And it's been cold as fuck outside, and it's been kind of rainy, and so, I guess I could kind of chalk it up to that, but I'm not really sure. And then with the way that people are and everything, and then I've left my phone setting, like, because that's just who I was at that point in time. The only two people that I've left it setting with is my friend Jen and EJ. And so... And I mean, like, sitting, like, hell, like, sitting on the coffee table and I'm asleep and I'm 3 sheets to the wind, so, that was with EJ. And then over at Jen's house, like, I've left it in the car when I've ran in to go get stuff, and I've left it, just sitting, and went to the bathroom, normal stuff. But you never know with people, because people love to dig if they think that they can and if they feel that they need to. And so I don't know if somebody has felt that way towards me, and I'm not even putting nothing on them hateful. I'm not condemning them. I'm not saying that they did do it, but I'm just saying that's the only two people possibly that could have, other than of course my dad, which my dad gave me the phone, but that was months ago. That was over a year ago, I think. And I didn't have problems with it when I first had it. And plus, I mean, I've had it a year, so maybe it's just chalked up to that. I have no idea. I'm not all technological and shit like that. And then even at that, because I did download TikTok, maybe somebody's hacked into my phone or some type of shit like that. But if that's the case, if somebody is hacked into my phone or whatever and hacked into my shit and hacked into everything, all I can say is please fucking stop. If you want to spy on me, then go sit at the store across the fucking way and spy on me, okay? And eventually, yeah, it's gonna creep me out, and eventually I probably will call the cops on you, not unless you're the fucking cops spying on me, and then that's not gonna do me a bit of damn good, and I don't know why the hell the cops would spy on me in all the damn honesty. I mean, you know, it is what it is and everything, but don't fuck with my phone, man, because my phone is my only goddamn friend right about now. And it's like I'm just trying to make videos because it's what I'm liking to do. I'm liking to vlog. I would like to be able to have a TikTok account, but shit, I can't even create one fucking video. The damn shit won't fucking load, and I have no goddamn idea why. Like, it won't even, like, I go to hit the damn record button, and it's like, it just freezes, the whole goddamn screen locks up or some shit. And so I was trying to read into that last night, and then I got sleepy, because I was done sleeping when I shot the video at like 1 a.m., so I was like, fuck. And just shit like that and everything, but it's like, my life is very normal. Like, sadly, kind of pathetically very normal. I walk my dogs. I pay my bills with what money I still have left because I'm not working. And I have a decent-ish amount of money left, but not. And it's left. I'm not in the process of earning anything right now. I'm debating whether I need to hurry up and try to push my friend Jen to help me, so that way I can hurry up and get another job, or hurry up and push somebody else to help me, because it's going to take somebody helping me for me to be able to hurry and get another job, or if I'm just going to have to go back to having food stamps, so that way I can make it for the next little bit, and then might have to go back to old reliable over here, the damn job that I had, just to make ends meet. But either way, that is what it is. And, or, well, there's technically 2 jobs around here that I could consider as old reliable, but anyways, like, I'm just living, I'm just doing what I can, and, I mean, I just feel so much hatred, and it's like I can't pinpoint where the fuck it's coming from. And maybe it's not coming from any one person. Maybe it's little bits coming from everybody. And that's the reason it feels like so much or something. But it's just like, and then even saying that, I'm like, no, not really. It's not really that bad. Don't feel that way, you know, and don't speak that over yourself. And it's really not that bad. It's like, I don't know if it's a God or an angel just being like, you're good. I got you. Like something's protecting me, I guess. But whatever's going on with the whole phone shit, if somebody's doing something to my shit, if somebody's messing with it or whatever, please stop. Please stop. Like, just please. Because, I mean, I don't know. Fuck, my nose is itching out. But it's like, and I'm not even sure that somebody's doing that, but that's just the way that I feel because the way that it's been happening over the past little bit. And then I've thought, well, maybe I need to undo TikTok, and maybe that I can study and see if that'll, like, you know, leave it off for like a week and see if that'll fix my phone. And maybe that's just what it is, and maybe it's a bad app. But it's been around for so damn long, so many people been on it, used it and everything, and so I'm just like, and I really like it. Like, I really legitimately like it, because like this one guy said on there, he said, we're here not to be criticized, we're here to help people, you know, and make them laugh, make them have a good time, you know. And so that's the reason I watch it, you know, because I mean, hell, you can only watch the same damn movie so many fucking times before they kind of get monotonous, you know, and you're like, okay. And then I'm watching them alone, not unless you count my dog or my cat, dogs or cats, but still. And I'm just sitting, chilling, kicking it, and trying to stay warm, and trying to stay alive, and trying to stay fed, and trying to figure out what's going on with my family, with my kid, with the courts, but not pressuring them, but just waiting to see if they'll ever fucking call me, waiting to see if they'll ever set a damn court date, because it's been a fucking year since the shit began, or almost a fucking year. So I'm like, well, maybe they're waiting until it reaches a year, and then they'll call it to court, and then we'll talk, and then they'll go from there. I have no idea. And then if that happens, then I'm gonna have to find a way to get to court. That's if I don't have a vehicle by then. And then if I use my money to get a vehicle, then I'm definitely gonna have to hurry and get a job. Man, life just got me I don't know, I'm not even stressed out though, is the funny thing. Like I am, but I'm not. I really think God sent an angel, something's going on. God got an angel with me or something, like, 'cause I ain't never felt this way. Like, I feel like everything's gonna be alright. Like, I ain't felt this way in a minute. That's another thing, too, that tarot readings are saying, is it's saying that I got an angel on my side, and that I'm overdue for good things to happen, and so I'm just like... And so I guess, if there is somebody out there like that person that wanted to write that kind of rude comment or whatever, if you want to be hateful towards me, right about now, it did upset me, obviously. That's the reason I didn't make a video earlier and everything, and that's the reason I actually did make two, but I didn't load them. Or I loaded one, but I put it to private, but I didn't load the other and all kinds of stuff, is because I'm just like, It's like right about now, it's like you throwing stones at a stone wall, so it ain't doing nothing, I reckon. It's just like, really? Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm just in this weird state of mind. Like, I still feel negative, and I still feel sad, and I still get depressed, because today, for the first time in a minute, I got depressed. And then I was like, maybe it's because this person said that. And then I was like, don't let that affect... I think I don't know. I think I'm gaining some type of emotional strength, even though I feel kind of numb and like I don't have any. And then, like, dealing with EJ, since, like, I'm in love with her, and even if she don't want to be with me in a romantic way, it's like, okay, and it's like, well, just talk to me. And it's like, I feel like eventually one day she's gonna talk to me. I have no idea when, but I'm just like, and she knows that I care. And so, what else more could you really ask for? Yeah, I could ask for her to care for me, but if she don't, what she hasn't proven too much, whether she does or whether she don't, and that's another thing too, is like she was like something another, and she said something, and this one thing she said relates to having a strong emotional connection with somebody. And then she's kind of childish, and so she's like, I hate you, or whatever. I hate everybody. To hate takes more energy than it does to love. Or it takes about the damn same, but it probably takes more energy to hate than it does to love. And that in itself is a strong emotional connection. So... And I'm not saying this, EJ, if you see it, to be a smart ass or anything, but it's just something you need to kind of think about and stuff. And I see one of my cousins shared this same thing that I shared a few nights ago or whatever, and it was like, if you say something, mean it. And something, it went on, but that was one of the things in it. One of those, like, if you say something, stand by what you say and everything. And I was like, I liked that when I read it, and I like it, and everything else. But it's like people love to kind of flip that and everything, and it's like, okay, if that was a jab towards me, well, y'all called me a brat when I was a kid, so therefore you want nothing to do with me, right? So why have you ever even talked to me since then? But let's scratch that. Let's get out of that drama, back up out of that shit. But it's like, yeah, if you say something, mean it. And then the Bible says, anybody that speaks words over, anything, watch what you speak, watch what you say. And then I mentioned in a video, I don't know if it's one that I uploaded or one that I didn't or what the hell ever, and I blocked or put on private or what the fuck, I don't know, because I talk a lot. And I was like, maybe I'm meant to be gay. Because my cousin thought I was when I wasn't, or when I was not. I didn't try to not be, but I just wasn't. I just couldn't find a girl that seemed worth it, I guess you'd say. And could barely find a guy that seemed worth it, in all honesty. But she threw off on me. My parents have always talked about me being a tomboy and everything. My mom has probably called me gay back behind my back, and I just don't really know it. But she probably has, because she's made some side comments over my lifetime. And so imagine if a child is born and somebody says that they're gay. Anybody, complete stranger, somebody don't even know. Somebody just walk past them, look at them, and be like, oh, they're gay. Because, say it's a boy and he has a big sister, and big sister forced him to let her paint his fingernails, or some shit like that, and somebody sees him and they're like, oh, that little boy's gay. In that, you are giving power, and everything. And so I got to thinking about that, and then I got to thinking about this boy that I went to school with named Will, and everybody used to be like, he's gay, 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 And I never tried to steer clear of saying that. I think I said it 3 times during our childhood. And that was only because people were saying it so much. And I was like, I used to try to defend him, but I got tired of defending him. So I'd be like, yeah, I guess maybe he is, And then I'll be damned, he grows up and he moves off, and then he outs, himself, and he's like, yeah, I'm gay. Everybody done put it upon him for him to be gay. And then everybody done put that upon him for him to be that. And some of these same people that put that upon him, spoke that upon his life, treat him like shit and hate him. And are like, ooh, that's disgusting that you're gay. And I'm like, you're an asshole for doing that to him. And he's actually a very sweet man. Like, he's just very sweet. Like, before, I think, and even after, yeah, my friend Steven committed suicide. Me and Will, we were not close. We were not real good friends or nothing. But he was one of those that signed the yearbook and put his phone number most of the time. And something just called to me to call him. And so there's probably anywhere from 5 to 15 times, just randomly throughout a 3 or 4 year process, that I called him and just cried and talked to him about stuff. And he would just, he'd be like, you just got to keep trying. You got to keep your head up. You got to keep trying. And as a matter of fact, he came and took me to church with him. And then another day, the church bus came and picked me up, and I went to that church, and I liked that church and everything, but I'm not able to get back to it. Bus don't come out this far for it. And so I ain't been able to go to it, and it may have changed since then and stuff, but I really liked that church and stuff. But my dad, because I came home the second time and he just lit into me. Like, he's like, you're a piece of shit. You're on your high horse. You think you're hoity-toity. You think you're better than me because you're going to church, this and that. And so I knew if I would continue going that I'd get kicked out. And so I just stopped going. And this was before I got pregnant with my daughter and stuff. So, but I've been through some shit. And so, like, I was dealing with EJ, like, EJ, baby, like, you've at least thought you were gay. I know that much. So, if you thought you was, and if you think back, and if people your whole life been like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, that's gay, this that you do is gay and stuff, then honey, you're probably going to be gay. Like, and there's probably not nothing you can do about it. And that's probably where it comes from, where people are like, oh, I was born gay. Because imagine, there are people out there that'll see a brand new newborn baby, and because it's from a person that they don't necessarily like, or because they're just very judgmental little pricks or something, they'll call the baby gay. They'll be like, oh, that baby's going to grow up and be gay. Did you see its eyelashes? Its eyelashes are so long. It's too pretty of a little boy. It's going to grow up and be gay. So, it's the pot calling the kettle black in the whole situation, like I've said about damn near everything dealing with his life and shit. And so people that want to sit there on some religious high horse and be like, oh, you can't be gay, you're not gay, and try to shove it down somebody's throat, if that's the case with EJ, which I don't know if that's the case with her or not, but I'm just saying with people in generalization, from what I've seen with the way gays are treated and stuff. How are you going to take, say they're even 18 or 12 or somewhere around in there, and they come out that they're gay. So for 12 years or 18 years, people been talking shit about them. Whether it's behind their back, to their face, or whatever. And what I mean by that is somebody's been calling them gay. So they grow up and they're gay, and they come out that they're gay. And then their parents or society or somebody tries to flash flood them within a year or 2 or 3 and like beat it into them and like be like, you're not gay. You're not gay. No child of mine's going to be gay. I'm not going to have it. And this and that and the other and everything. Like, I don't get it. And then that's like one of EJ's friends got to talking to me. I don't know how close they are or whatever. And she's like, I'm transgender or whatever. And I was like, okay. And like, I guess she expected that to like startle me. Like, that's one good thing about growing up the way that I was, is like, I don't know what can startle me. Yeah, things surprise me and shock me. But to really startle me and like down to my core and maybe like, like I don't know anything that does that to me and stuff. Like, I'm usually pretty down to earth, I guess. And I ain't got nothing against transgender people. Now, I actually had, what is it? What are they called? God Loves Gays on Facebook or something like that. I follow their page, and apparently they're a new group, and the girl sent me a friend request that's like in the group and everything, but like I didn't accept because I was just like, I don't know her personally, and even though I appreciate the supportiveness, and her friend, like, sending me a friend request and everything, I was like, I can't right now. I'm at a position in my life, I can't, and so I thought I might accept her later or whatever and everything, but she's from the group and everything. But it's like, I ain't got nothing against that shit, and I've even raised my kid to not have nothing against that shit, Like, I've raised her, that she's supposed to be with a man, and that I hope she's with a man, and that and I've spoke over her life and been like, when you get married, and when you have babies, and stuff like that, and I'm like, you stay a virgin, and I've stressed, but not in a hateful tone neither. I've sat and I've had conversations with my child. Like, probably started when she was about 7 or 8, And she's like, I'd tease her, I think, about boys. I'd be like, he was kind of cute, and stuff. And she was like me, man. She got her first little boyfriend in kindergarten. And it was a Hispanic boy, and so was mine. But like, she was sick one day, and I went to go pick her up, and he had walked her to the office, or to the nurse's office,
And when I come to pick her up and I came in the room, he was putting her socks and shoes on her feet for her. And he was so gentle. He put her little shoes on, and he tied them and everything. And he's like, I hope you get to feeling better. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. Like, I forget his name. Oh God, it was adorable though. But I was like, I teased her about that. I was like, you got a boyfriend? She's like, Mommy, shut up, And she's like, no, I don't. And then she got older, like 7, 8 and stuff. And I was like, he was kind of cute. Who's that boy talking to you? Whenever we went to family night tonight, or, well, who was that? Because I noticed he's kind of staring at you, and stuff. And so, I mean, I've always, and I'm like, now your privates are yours and all that. And I've always talked to her about that since she was like 2. And she's seen the emotional turmoil that I've went through since I lost my virginity outside of marriage. And by the time she was 9, she was like, I might be a nun, Mom. And I was like, well, if God calls you to it, baby, go for it. I ain't gonna discourage you. And that's even her going with my parents. I'm not happy about it. But if that's where God feels that she needs to be, then that's where God feels that she needs to be. And who am I to... But at the same time, I'm trying to make sure, because the courts are involved, I'm trying to make sure that my daughter knows that she can come home. And I'm trying to at least get her to where she can come and see her damn pets, and my parents are not allowing that. And that is breaking my child. That is hurting my child. I know my child enough to know that she misses her damn animals. And that y'all are wrong for keeping her from visiting and seeing her animals. And then one of her dogs is missing right now, so that's hurting her even more. And y'all are wrong for doing that. Like my parents, like if y'all see this, y'all are wrong for doing that to her. And you know that you are. And so, but it's in God's hands, and so whatever they do that's malicious and mean and hateful is going to come back on them tenfold. So when they're alive at 80 and 90 bitching about shit, I'm just going to be, if I'm even around looking at them, if I'm even, in earshot, I'm just going to be like, that kind of sucks for you, don't it? But, my kid, I've raised her to be, she come home one day from some grade, and she's like, why aren't, she actually asked me this, she said, why aren't all bathrooms where everybody can go? And I said, huh? And she said, well, there's a bathroom. She said, we can use it if we gotta go really bad. She said, there's a bathroom that it's just one big bathroom with one toilet in it. And it's where the teachers normally go. But if we're like sick or we don't feel good or we gotta pee really bad because the other bathrooms are all the way down the hall, then they said that we can go to this one. And I said, okay. And she said, well, why doesn't everybody go to bathrooms like that? She said, why are all bathrooms like that? And I said, honey, that's all in itself and everything. And then I talked to her about how there was, kids that went to school, that was transgender or whatever, and they wanted to go to this bathroom and that bathroom and everything. And I told her that I seen no problem in it or whatever and stuff like that. But my biggest thing that I did overstress with her, as I said, but you gotta watch out because there's bad people in the world. And she's like, yeah, I know there's bad people in the world, Mommy. You told me that. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so you gotta make sure that they're gonna stay in their stall. They're gonna keep to their business, and all that and everything. So, stuff like that. I was like, but other than that, you just treat them with respect. You go in, you do your business, they do their business, and you wash your hands and you get out, And you can even say, how you doing or something, like nice conversation as you're washing your hands. But other than that, and like, because it's just, anything else is just a fucking form of hate. And I'm not going to teach my kid to hate. I'm not going to do it. And so, anyways, this girl or whatever got talking to me. And she's like, I'm transgender. And I was like, okay. Like, yeah, and like, there's part of me that wants to be like, do you want a cookie? And not in a smart ass way and not in a perverted ass way, but like, it's nothing to me. It's nothing to me. Like, now, granted, if I'm in a relationship with you, a personal, relationship with you and you tell me, and we've been intimate together or some shit, I'm probably gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, okay, let's sit down and talk about this. And I'll probably get angry and stuff like that because you should have said that shit before we got started. But then I get that people can even change over time or whatever, or they become more comfortable with who they are, and so they feel more freely to express themselves later on in life and shit like that. And so it's like, okay, you just made this a hell of a lot more difficult, but let's sit down and talk about it because I think that you're worth it and I really care about you and you're a person that I care about. You care about me and that's the reason you had enough respect to tell me, so let's sit down and talk about it. But that's when things get overcomplicated in all honesty, so I'm just... But, yeah, I've been talking for 35 minutes. I think the tea is done. But I don't know, like, and that's another thing, too, like, I don't think it was the same vehicle, but I was walking my dogs the other day, and this woman drove by, and I swear to God, it looked like her eyes was fixing to come out of her head looking over at me as she was driving. She was just like, and so I did it back, and I was like, bitch, like, I was just like, what the fucking hell, man, to be like, as you drive by somebody, and there was nobody else outside, and I'm just like, do you need some surgery to put your eyeballs back in your head, or do I need to come and smack you and, smack them back in or something, like, are you like a pug, and, you gotta flip them back in, or push them back in, or pop them back in, or what the hell, like, ever, like, that's even like me whenever I threw myself off the bleachers, my eye, it came out. It's like it didn't come out of socket, but it's like it was right there on the verge of it, because I remember reaching. I did like this, and I felt the blood, and I pulled back. I think it was this eye. I'm pretty sure it was this eye. Hell, I can't remember which eye it was. Fuck, I don't even know. I've said it's this, but it might have been this, and I don't know. But I just remember feeling and pulling back, because I was, like, disoriented, and everything, and I was like, what the fuck happened? And I felt the bruise and the swelling, like, before I touched. And when I touched, I was like, well, maybe it's just bruised really bad and I'm going to have a huge black eye. And then I pulled back and there was blood all over my fingertips. And then I remember feeling really confused, really disoriented. And then, like, I touched and I felt my eye jerk back. Like, it had almost come out of socket, but it hadn't. It's like it barely popped out. I think, it might have been, I don't even know anymore. I'd have to look back at the photos. And that's the thing, is like, my mom's got so many photos when we was kids that she never even got developed, and just bullshit, and I don't even know. But I just remember touching, and it was like, and I even heard a noise kind of like that, like a little, and I was just like, what the fuck just happened? And then I ran off and ran toward my sister, and she was cheering with her cheerleading team like she was at practice. And I was like, Brittany. And then she's like, what the fuck happened to you? And she's laughing at me. And, like, other people was trying to, like, kind of come toward me and comfort me, but I didn't want them. I wanted my sister, because that's kind of the way that you do in a narcissistic family setting, is like the narcissist, you want them to care about you. And even though my mom wasn't there, my dad wasn't there, because we was being watched or something by my friend's mom or something, I don't know. And so we was dropped off just sitting there and shit. But I wanted my sister's attention. I didn't want nobody else's. And, like, she acted like I remember thinking, like, because I had two other people that, like, tried to approach me and tried to, like, grab my arm and be like, Heather, are you okay? And I just walked past them, and went to my sister. And my sister, instead of grabbing my arm or hugging me or being like, are you okay? Like, I'm, like, on the verge of crying, all bloodied up, my eye fucking, it took forever for that bitch to heal. I think it was this side. Hell, I might be wrong in that. It might have, I don't know. I really don't know. I really can't remember. Maybe if it was this eye, maybe I hit it so hard that it sent the pressure. I don't know. All I know is this side I couldn't sleep on. It might have been, fuck, I can't remember. But anyways, it was just fucked up. But my sister didn't give a shit. Like, she, like, pushed me away. She, like, put her hands on, like, either of my arms and, like, kind of held me away from her. Like, she didn't want me to touch her. And she's like, are you okay? And then she turned me around. She's like, let's go in the bathroom and go tell them. And I was just like, really? Not even a hug? You know? That's crazy. Then my sister ain't never been into hugs any damn way. Like, the only time I could get her to allow me to hug her on a regular basis is if somebody dies in the family. That's when I'm good to her. That's when I'm good for her. That's when I'm decent for her, I guess you'd say. That's when I'm good enough. My shoulder's good enough for her. And it's good enough when tragedy hits, I guess you'd say, because that's like a time she tried to commit suicide and I kicked in the door and she'd thrown up and I was holding her hair and all that and everything, and her boyfriend cheated on her. And here I am. I've been there for her, but damn, ain't nobody been there for me. And that's like I even told my landlord one day. I was like, I said the other day, and I was just random talking because this woman has acted like she wants to be my friend. So okay, let me tell you things that I would tell a friend. And instead of her taking those to heart and being kind about them, instead she's took and like blabbed them to maintenance people and made it like a joke or whatever. But I told her, I said, the other day, I said, I just grabbed a blanket and went and sat in my bathroom floor and like wrapped it around myself, wrapped the blanket around me real tight. And I said, I just sat on the floor and I just cried for like 3 hours. I just cried. Because I miss my kid. But I ain't never had nobody do that shit for me. Like, the closest I came is, I mentioned in a video that I think I put to private or whatever, my husband, he come home one time when I was, like, deadly fucking sick, I felt like. Like, I had been sick for 3 damn days. Could barely do any damn thing except for walk and puke. And he come home and there was puke in the damn trash can beside the bed. And I cried, and he's like, why are you crying? And I was like, because I'm too tired to go empty it again. And he's like, I'll empty it, and he's like, it's okay. And he's like, almost like, what the fuck's wrong with her? Why is she crying over that? Like, she should be used to being able to ask, when she's sick. And I'm not used to being able to ask, And it's like I told my neighbor that I had a falling out with about the time that my sister, like, because our parents used to dip our plate and they'd be like, you got to eat everything on the plate. And my sister was sick one night. And she threw up 3 damn times before my dad was told by my grandmother to leave her the hell alone. Because he kept trying to make her come back and eat. And I knew it wasn't going to work and everything. And I used to sit to the side of my sister all the time. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm like kind of patting her knee, like it'll be all right and everything. And so whatever pace she's eating at, I'm eating at the same pace as her. So that way if he gets mad, my dad does, he's going to have to get mad at both of us. And, she got sick. She got real bad sick. And then, I hate Pepto-Bismol. And the reason I hate Pepto-Bismol is I hate the smell of it. I hate the look of it. I hate the feel of it. I hate everything about Pepto-Bismol. But the reason why is because when I was little, one time I got sick. And I threw up. And I threw up, like, before I got to the bathroom. And so, like, they were in there cleaning that up, my mom. And then I threw up again, and I can't remember if my mom had to hurry and clean it up and go to work, or if she was still in the bathroom cleaning up where I'd thrown up again. But the thing was, I'd thrown up the Pepto-Bismol. So you're talking about big blobs of pink fucking throw up. And my dad, and I was little, and he's just like, you better fucking clean that shit up before I bust your goddamn ass. And so I went and got a bunch of paper towels, and put on it and was like wiping it up and trying to clean it. And I was little and I was crying and I felt like I was going to throw up again. And then I think I ran to the bathroom and I think I missed the damn toilet. And then he come and he seen, my mom was still in there cleaning where I'd thrown up before. The other one I was cleaning up was in the living room. And he's just like, God damn it, can you not even fucking make it to the fucking toilet, And when that shit happens, and especially when you're a little kid, you have no control over it whatsoever. I mean, there's plenty of times that I pick up my kid, because I'd see she's fixing to throw up, try to make it to the bathroom, and there'd be a throw-up line going down the damn hall, It's just something that happens, And so I'd clean it up, and I'd never say nothing to her, other than, are you okay? And, do you want me to come hold your hair, or is it okay if I go ahead and start cleaning this, when she got a little older? But when she was real little, like, I'd sit there with her and be like, well, I guess I'll clean that up once I get her to bed and get her fever down, But, I mean, my family's just fucked up. So anyways, I can't do Pepto, and it's like, EJ, like, she apparently lives off that damn shit. And, like, she'd take a swig of it, like, she'd just drink it from the bottle, and I was like, oh, God. Oh, God, don't do that. I'm gonna puke my guts out. But it's because of that, and plus, I don't think I can take it. I think there's something inside of my body that's the reason I got so deathly sick that time, is because it just don't agree with my body chemistry or whatever. But, yeah, I had to clean it up. And so anyways, another night, my sister was really bad sick. And my mama had to tell my dad to not get on to her no more and to leave her alone and let her go without eating and stuff. Like, I always tried to have my sister's back growing up, even if she never had mine. The one time she did that I can recall of is because we was on the bus. And this damn kid kept blocking me from getting off the bus and shit. And I was getting in trouble and screamed at by the bus driver and stuff about it. And so my sister one day was just like, get out of the way and let my sister get out of the seat, And I was like, ha, like my older sister got on to you. But I'm going to end it because, it's 47 minutes. And so there's today's video knocked out of the way. But I was going to try to do a bunch of shit and nothing would load worth a damn. And then, like I said, this person wrote this thing. And I was just like, really? And whenever I seen whoever pull up and drive by out here, I was just like, huh. And then I was like, I wonder if that's EJ in the passenger seat. And I was like, but I don't think it would be because I think she would have enough nerve to say something to me because I'm not scary. Like, in all honesty, I'd probably be like, hey, I missed you. What you doing? But I'm going to end it here. So you like my videos, comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.